Right then, guys, what's going on? What is going on? Should we dive straight in? Let's jump straight in. Right, on the old multiverse. God, you know what? I was nearly late today. My bad. Nearly late today. I was just seeing there's a load of updates on No Man's Sky on Steam. So I've just been updating No Man's Sky. If you're a player of that, it's a bit overwhelming how big that game is, to be honest. Yeah, massive game, isn't it? But I've just updated. It's been around for a while, but it is a good game to dive into now and again. Anyway, this isn't. What's up, Vidim? What's up, Victor? Alexei. This isn't a gaming channel, is it? Shut up, Nick. What's Bitcoin doing? I don't have a fucking clue, to be honest. I'm only joking, right? Let's dive in. Right, multiverse. Right, so then. ETH. Let's just go from. Let's have a little multiverse view straight off. This is what I'm looking at. I have this chart open 24 hours a day, to the very much dismay of Mrs. Nick. Why do you have to run them monitors all day and night? Because I fucking do. All right. So yeah, ETH diamonds last night. We were just as I was finishing the session yesterday. This was the push up we had. Obviously, it was a nice squeeze up on Bitcoin. Yesterday, and then just towards the end of the US session yesterday, taking profit on those longs from yesterday. And really, for me personally, I mentioned to the guys in the private Discord, I was like, shit, some of these alts are going to pop the levels, I think. So for me, last night, it was a TP, take profit, go get a good night's sleep, relax, and see what we get today, all right? So ETH popped its level, BNB popped its level. I'm sure a few other altcoins did as well. I've still been watching BNB and considering shorts on it. I said to the guys earlier, I'm considering a short on BNB, but it's so strong. This was, if you executed up here just now at 7.30, that was probably the one. But it's such a strong coin, and there are a few things going on with BNB actually. One of the guys just shared this with me. CZ's teasing the name of his dog on Twitter. So just absolute fuckery going around. And obviously this is on the BSC chain, BNB chain. So whether that's getting some big inflows into BNB or not, I'm not sure. I mean, obviously we're just looking at the spot market, aren't we? People buying BNB, and you know, then what's up, Max? You know, so yeah, I'm just watching a few things on BNB, obviously, because it's quite high on the 4-hour chart stuff. Obviously, the longs have been favoured, but when you see supply like this, you know, you've got to have a little look and consider them shorts. You know, maybe you get a bit of a reward. But yeah, now that I'm seeing BNB, now that I know what's going on with the chain and stuff, it's not really a fight in the order books I want to get involved with, to be honest. Yeah, knife fight in a telephone box, as I would call it, where it's just all over the place, shorts getting wrecked, big hands controlling it. It could easily just pop up and attack this level at 750. So I think there's some better risk reward trades out there, and certainly some easier trades to take as well. Sol not performing very well, to be honest, is it? A little bit down. Still got my eye on this level at 180. I think that would be very nice. Okay. So Bitcoin, last time we all spoke, we got really pushed down as soon as we came live, didn't we? So as soon as we were on the live session, we got absolutely pushed down from the perp sellers who just got bored, to be honest, didn't they? And they just wanted out their positions. As I said, no more, thank you very much. So that was a nice day trade. Okay, nice day trade scalp down in this choppy market, what I would say. Well, some people would consider it a choppy market. I don't want to bore everyone, but we are still in a higher time frame range, on a higher time frame trend. Okay. Price action and order book has looked a little bit distributive. Okay. But there's a couple of things that we can look at for a little bit of hopium at the minute. All right. One thing is certainly that we came off some quite light bid recently. So that was quite light bid there. Spot bid. Okay. Sent us up. Chop. Nothing to see here. CPI down. Find some bid with that BTC Diamond there. Squeeze up. So we were looking for that yesterday. We were looking for that. And we got a nice day trade out of it. So nice chill day today. Take profit. I still had a little bit of long this morning. Yes, I was up at about 4 a.m. Saw this perps wall came in and thought, right, okay, that's it. Enough's enough. So just took full profit. doesn't always have to be the case that you have to dive into, you know, shorts, okay, straight from them long positions. I would have liked a little bit higher, you know, a little bit over 98, okay, into like that 100k zone, but it isn't to be, and here we are. So let's have a look at what is going on right here, right now. BNB actually starting to come down now. Yeah, if anyone executed up there while I was doing my upgrades to No Man's Sky, isn't that always the case? It's normally the case that I'm cooking dinner for Mrs. Nick, or eating, and then the really good entries come in that we've kind of like planned out. You guys execute really, really well, and I don't get the execution. So yeah, I think that was a nice one there. If you just go to a 5-minute chart, you had a good 15-20 minutes there if you were going to execute. Your risk there being that 750 level, all right? But yeah, chopping about now as BNB seems to want to come down a bit. So yeah, I'm not sure what's going on with that. I'm certainly not going to chase it. If CZ wants to put his foot on the gas, it's just going to pop up, isn't it? Right, let's have a look at Bitcoin then on the full window, shall we? What's up, Bob? Yep, share the link for the live. Let's get everybody in. No alpha decay. You're just going to have to listen to me talk shit for an hour. I'll give you as much data as I can. But if I am missing anything, and obviously, you know, yeah, you know, we could be missing something. This was a nice trade the other day. Short, long, right here, right now. Let's have a look. Okay, so we do have some levels lower that I think would be really, really nice. I'll show you in a second where we are just on a lower time frame 1 hour chart with regards to classic TA. But yeah, I think the trading in and out has been good. So perpetuals trading has been good. I'm still in favour of a little bit lower to get the bears a little bit frothy. Let's get some horny bears a little bit lower, and then I'm up for volleying this back up and bidding this back up, to be honest. So I quite like seeing us come down now. Not bothered that I'm not short from the up here. A take profit and relax for the day is for me that's the way. Weekly open. Okay, weekly open. We're just sat underneath that now. Okay, so battled it a little bit there. That's become a little bit of resistance. Even yesterday when we squeezed up, I thought that was a nice trade, but we've always got these lower levels here. Main one being 90k. Now, 90k is quite an old level. Obviously, we've been there a few times now in recent weeks and months as we've been auctioning this range. But if we had to come down there again, okay, 91.5-ish is what I'm eyeballing. If we can really get some kind of, what I think would be really, really nice, so let's just stay this from the back. I think if we could get some really, really shitty news event today, like I think Trump is earmarking more tariffs or something's going on. If we could really scam down here, off some kind of news event. So news events don't really provide direction for me. They provide volatility, and I think if BTC is going to come down here, right now, it's because it needs to, right? It needs a bid. So we've got 65 ratio on spot. Other spot markets, Coinbase 70. Okay, so they're preparing. So spot markets are starting to prepare to bid this, but there certainly isn't enough bid right here, right now, to reverse this back up. Okay. Cue the alert, and we'd go and V-shape back up right at this second. As I'm on the live, I'll have to I do close my brokers down actually, so it streams a bit better. This I'd have to just open my broker and enter a trade. Trump's going to announce the tariffs at 1 p.m. Yeah, okay. So is that 1 p.m. Eastern? I'm presuming that'll be their time, won't it? So good few hours away yet, maybe. Max, if that's Eastern, yeah, let us know. Right, so yeah, BTC rotating down. Why is it rotating down after that? We were treating this as a squeeze up, really. Okay. Wow, look at that Coinbase wick. I've just seen that. We were treating that as a squeeze up. It was a day trade up, and it was a nice little tester for me. Nice little moosh boosh, as you call it. Nice little aperitif long trade. And what I'm noticing at the minute is, despite the fact we're coming down, I'm just considering, what's up, Pablo? Hey, Ondo was a nice trade in the end. Hope you took it, sir. I didn't. Should have taken your advice. But yeah, Ondo was nice that Pablo showed us the other day. Not 100% sure about what good is that, Max? What we're meant to be elite traders, and we can't even know when Trump is going to scam us with some tariffs. Come on, mate. Come on. Do the research. I'm only joking. Right, so, yeah, we were treating that as a squeeze up. I told you I'll talk shit for an hour. I will try and get some data in here at some point. Okay, so we're treating that as a squeeze up. It was a nice take profit. Didn't particularly want to short it. Just going to see what happens. If we just roll down, no fear of, you know, oh, I wish I'd shorted that. Don't really give a shit because I know the level's lower, that I'm just going to trade back up if we can get it. Nice, relaxed trading. No FOMO, just nice and relaxed. Long, take profit, okay? Short the other day. Long, take profit. Right, let's now see what happens, okay? I would have shorted this if we tickled a little bit higher and it was a kind of aggressive push up with a load of liquidations, and then we got that real heavy supply again. I would have shorted that. But for me, when it's just kind of rounding off and not really doing anything, I'd rather just secure that profit, chill out, get a good night's sleep, wake up the next day, and then just see what's happening, you know. One thing I do want to point out is I think bears are running out of gunpowder, to be honest. I do believe it's not taking much now for us to bounce back up. Okay, so group spot bid there, the little green cross, group spot bid, bounce, range, CPI volatility, find some better bid, get that liquidity, and then we move up. What I would bear in mind now is, so you can see, look, let's make this very simple. If you're not familiar with the console, what the hell, how are you even trading? Do you just watch Moon Carl all day and trade triangles and wave patterns? Get yourself some data, links below, sir or madam. What I'm noticing now is we've come off the back of that big liquidation run, haven't we, a while ago, yeah? Okay, so the bid got absolutely destroyed, didn't it? Until we hit an inflection point where we got absolute double bubble diamonds there, and then we went back up. But then we just got absolutely attacked with more supply. Double ratio offers and supply, yeah? Down across one set of supply from multiple exchanges, down. Really aggressive bears, aggression. So then bulls can't even muster a pump. Diddle in the middle, sideways price action all the way along. You get a pump up, bears just take advantage, down. You're not ready yet. Double diamonds across, okay? What I'm just trying to draw a little bit of a picture for you of how the price action could potentially be changing, yeah? So double diamonds, little bit of bid across. Was that the weekend? That was maybe the weekend. Nothing, you know, not a lot going on. Group spot bid up a little bit further. Okay, let's reach a little bit further. Not bad. Group spot bid, okay, up. And then we get to that CPI volatility where we actually put in our first decent squeeze. Yeah. So what I'm eyeballing now is the bears are getting less aggressive. You can see at the highs here, we didn't get any, you know, there wasn't much perps selling, and we've actually got a little bit of perps bid coming in. So the bears are getting a little bit less aggressive at the top. Okay, and it's not taking much bid now. Good bid though, 800, 900 million aggregated depth down here, okay, on the ratios. It's not taking as much though to float us back up, and it's suggestive of the bears just running out of gunpowder, okay? I hope that kind of makes a little bit of sense. It does in my head, but let me know in the chat if not, okay? So, yeah, sat under the weekly open right here, right now on Big Boy Bitcoin. I'm not going to chase price action in this crab zone right here, as I call it. If it wants to just float up again, that's absolutely fine with me. I will wait. Yeah, I will wait for a little bit of better bid, and it has to come in and around these top levels. So your first one there is quite a light level at 94. We've already been there. You've got a level at 92. And then you've got that 90k region. But yeah, anywhere down here near 91.5, I think there's going to be quite a chunk of liquidity on Bitcoin. Quick look at the other exchanges then. Yeah, not too much, to be honest. Yeah, and you can just see Coinbase Pro waiting down here as well. So if we could get, if Big DT Donald could do us a favor, please, and you know, bring some fucking whatever tariffs is for tariffs on peanuts or some shit because everyone's allergic to them, and Bitcoin drops because we've got tariffs on peanuts or some old shit. I would treat that as an absolute scam, and I'd bid that a little bit lower, yeah? So Coinbase already a little bit lower. USDT, not much edge in that one at the minute. I would still look at USD. Kraken are bidding a little bit. Qcoin are ready. But yeah, just interested to see that perps are getting ready a little bit here. Okay, so let's see what we get today, see if we can get some volatility. As always, if you're new, welcome in, but I don't like trading in these middle zones here. Okay, you can even go right back there. Okay, don't like trading in those middle zones. This is where you want to do business. Okay, you want to do your business up here for take profits or shorts, ideally up there as well. Okay, and then for the longs, obviously, why is that not dragging down? For the longs, this is where you want to be doing your business, yeah? And if we can get down a little bit lower, all the better. So yeah, especially with it just being half an hour into this US session. I think we were lucky with that one yesterday because it was in and around CPI as well. So let's see what we get here. But yeah, not fussed for trading this diddle in the middle here. Right, let's have a quick look at volume. What we're saying, Pablo. Nick, can I bother you with that template? I'm comparing, mine is different. Right, okay, if you were this one, if you were looking at perps, okay, I've just dropped the ratios a little bit. And I'll tell you the reason for that very quickly. Where am I? Have you got your glasses on, Nick? Right, I've just dropped the ratios on perps to 30-30, and the reason I do that is when I think a possible market structure change might be coming. So I generally, if we are trending, I'll up this to 40-40, right? And the reason for that is I want to see just when there's pure, very, very good ratios coming in, very, very strong ratios, okay? But at the minute, you can really say that in this range we've been on a downtrend, okay? So I'm kind of like, right, okay, I want to see when the perps guys and girls are actually starting to get a bit more interested now, yeah? So let me just flip that back. So I dropped it to 30, okay, just so I can see a little bit more of what's going on, okay? You imagine when you are trending, for instance, let me get a tool up. When you are trending, okay, it might be the fact that 30 ratios are just constant because bulls are constantly bidding, funding's going up, but you're in a trending market, so it doesn't really matter about funding too much. You know, everyone's getting a payday as long as they don't get too extreme. But on every dip, you might get like 30 ratios will be really full, yeah? They'll be really full all the time. You'll see it's just all the time. So in trending conditions, I tend to, I don't know if I've even said this before, I probably did years ago, I tend to flick the ratios to a little bit stronger. So 40-40 for perps, and then maybe even 70-70 for spot. I might even have it on 70 anyway. So that'll just, because if it's 30 all the time, so it'll be 30 all the way down here. Yeah, it'll be 30-30-30. Then as you come down to a low, maybe a high low something, you might hit that 40 ratio there with a BTC diamond, and that's the point you want to get in. Otherwise, you're just watching 30 ratios all the way as it comes down. You want to really hit that inflection point, and that's where you get in. So yeah, hope that makes sense. Look at that expert drawing. Don't get much better than that, does it? Right, so yeah. Diddle in the middle for BTC. Let's go through a couple of other things before we move on to anything else and have a look at what scam BNB is up to. Yeah, look, there's not much edge in whale volume at the minute. The blue and the green whale volume, and open interest is still floating a little bit high with high funding, okay? And I also mentioned on the video earlier, if you've caught it, if you haven't, go check it out. Check it out. That you've got some retail longs coming in here again. You can just see in the red 10k and under order sizes. Like I say, it's kind of industry standard terminology that we're all retail. I don't think anyone's got billions and billions of sailor money. Even he could do with a trader on his side, couldn't he? He could do with a trader on his side for better entries. Can you imagine if Sailor was like timing bottoms and fucking hell, he'd be like, be a giga crypto god, wouldn't he? But yeah, all I am seeing is open interest still hanging around the highs, and we've just got some retail longs here. So if we can get any volatility a little bit lower, that's where I want to do business again. Despite the fact we had that one and that was good, I'm still happy to kind of sit out and wait for a little bit lower if we can get it. But yeah, not much edge in whale volume. The only thing you will get, and it's the usual recipe that all the OGs of this template will know, if price action comes down, okay, and washes out these retail traders, of course, I'm just going to look for the whales to get some continuation and just put in some bullish divergences. Another thing to consider that I think we looked at last time is perps market getting quite full again, so I think we do need a little bit of a shakeout, which can come in both ways, okay? Direction, not 100% confirmed, okay, just by looking at this, okay, if you're familiar with the liquidity template. Generally, it means we're going to flush down, okay, but it doesn't always have to be the case. There is sometimes a case where you kind of like, you squeeze up first and then you get the flush down. That can be the case. But yeah, this is looking a little bit hot up here. So I think we're in for some volatility one way or the other. I would favour a little bit down, clean all these lows up, and then we'll get a bid and we'll go to infinity. 200k, 300k, $1,000,000 a Bitcoin. Thank you very much. Right, what are you laughing at, Swap? Yo, what's up? Yesterday was the first time BTC lost the 95k level since February the 3rd sell-off. Do you mind about that? Is that a sign of bull weakness? No, I don't think so. I don't think so, to be honest. Look, I mean, the only way I can say it is, look, there's some guys out there that are, magicians at higher time frame inflection points and the such. I thought last week seeing the aggressive selling was very much looked like distribution, didn't it? What you've got to say is we are still in this high time frame range, and I hate to say that really, but we are. The daily chart, the 4-hour chart is still in a range until we crack below and start really auctioning below 90k, and the sellers aggressively start selling into that. Yeah, unfortunately, you are still in a range. So. Again, if you check some, the only thing I'll say is if you check some on-chain data like we've done before, it's called Bitcoin Magazine Pro now. A lot of on-chain data, which I still rely on for higher time frame portfolio management and stuff, is suggesting that we're not finished. Okay, now we could be in a very different cycle because everybody has sold their coins to the banking cunts. Okay, you are no longer in our cyberpunk cipher revolution with Bitcoin. You've all sold your coins to Larry Fink at BlackRock. So does that change the market? And do we start performing like the S&P and on-chain metrics don't work anymore? I'm not sure, but until the on-chain metrics stop working, I'm still going to look at them. So have a look at Bitcoin Magazine Pro. There's loads in there. I think there was a video I did a couple of weeks ago suggesting that we're not quite finished. And that's all I can look at higher time frame. Right here, right now, really, I guess one thing is that in these sessions, the live sessions and the videos, and even in the socials to a certain extent, we're often discussing day trades, short here, selling's aggressive. Right, okay, we've dropped down, we're taking that liquidity. Right, I think we're in for a bear squeeze. Great, that's a good day trade up. We do discuss more derivatives, perpetuals, day trades, don't we, in these sessions? So yes, just to, I guess, to answer Max's question, BTC lost the 95k. Do you mind about that? Do I mind about that? No. In summary, no. I think bulls have been weak, very, very weak the last couple of weeks. Very weak. We've seen that, haven't we? Such aggressive selling. Really, really aggressive selling. This, over the last couple of days, like I said at the beginning, is the first sign of strength. Okay, that, the group spot bid, and then this here, although I'm treating that as a squeeze, it's the first sign of strength. What I'm looking for, really, if we come down here, is everyone will get so fucking bearish, won't they? They'll get so bearish, and I would want to lean into that because I think that would be a little bit of manipulation. I think you'll come down. You're already in 950 million aggregated book depth, so people are getting ready. Okay, people are getting ready. If you come down here, I think it'll be a bit of manipulation, and I don't even like calling price action manipulation because I don't really believe in that. I know people going about market making and stuff, but really, get a better entry. That's all I can say. Just get a better entry. How do you get a better entry? You grab a link from below and get a free trial on the TRDR console, sir or madam. Anyway, that's my sales pitch over. Right, let's fucking hellfire. Let's move on. Right. No, I'm not 95. No, I'm not too fussed. Really, you know, the demand is there. The demand is there. I think we need some volatility to flush the order books. I would prefer that down. Okay, I would prefer that down to flush the order box. God, I can't even speak. I'm gonna have to grab another espresso. Flush the order books, flush the open interest. Of course, what does that do when the order books are being flushed and everyone gets bearish down here? It's just so easy to move price up on low volume. So that's my ideal scenario. Now, one thing to say is, yo, what's up, Leo? Yep, no problem. Try and provide as much data as we can while ranting a little bit. I have to keep it a little bit cleaner on YouTube, don't I? In the old days, when we used to do Telegram and Discord lives, we used to go off topic all the time, especially during COVID. Oh my God, we'd talk for hours while trading about. Anyway, let's move on. Right, so this is our. So I've got my eye on this. Obviously, I think you all know that I've got my eye on this rounded bottom. Okay, this was our long yesterday down into that order block and up. So, I am. There's two things. Look, you make these plans, don't you? You know, you make these plans. I've got this idea that if we can just gather a bit more bid in this area, then we might just round off. And you know what happens on these kind of, look at it. I mean, this is, some people would say this is horrible price action. I would say this is lovely jubbly, to quote Delboy from Only Fools and Trotters. I think this is great day trading, to be honest. And what it does is, you know, this kind of price action really kills traders, to be honest. And it's not even the fact that they're, you know, maybe they're not even trading in here and getting chopped up and liquidated. Maybe they're a little bit higher time frame. They're waiting for something to happen. And it's maybe a bit of time capitulation as well, because they just don't want to get involved in here, you know. Maybe they're waiting for that. Maybe they're waiting for that lower liquidity block at 91.5, like I would like, you know, like I would like. And it doesn't come because bid just comes in here and we rotate up. And then these guys have to get dynamic and start chasing price up. Yeah, maybe people are really bullish in here, and you know, this is one thing to consider as well, is when you're looking at patterns like this, Adam and Eve patterns, is maybe everybody's looking at this. I don't know. I don't know if anybody else is looking at this. Don't really give a shit. But my only sentiment on this is, if you see a pattern, well, so can everybody else. So, you know, maybe people start to get really bullish in here. Yeah, we're at the lows of this rounded bottom. And then, you know, and then where's my freaking drawing tool? And then maybe, you know, you get a bit of this, people get pissed off, you get some news event, you do that. God, that looks a bit rude, doesn't it? Not intended. You know, and then you go grab that liquidity, come back up, and we rock and roll. So for me right here, right now, to answer Max's 95 question, and you know, sentiment really is, I'm just waking up every day. I'll play what I see, like yesterday. So aggressive, when we're on the last live session on Tuesday, aggressive selling came in, short it, absolute, especially them levels that we saw. Fire and forget short, down, bang, take some profit, go and get some sleep, Netflix and chill, relax, go and watch Yellowstone. It's really good, actually, Yellowstone. Chop all night, CPI down, hit bid, up, take a bit of profit, relax. And that's where I am now. And I think that is a nice way, for me personally, I think that's a nice way of trading. You can get really chewed up over analysing the price action. Of course, we all have to for those spot portfolios and stuff. But if you are just day trading, getting involved, you want a couple of percent here, a couple of percent there, you know, 75% of the time, like right here, right now, sit on your hands, don't do anything, wait for those alerts, and then we'll get involved. What we're saying? Bob says, Nick, can you explain what's in the private group when you finish discussing price? Right, so basically we've got I'll show you quickly, and then we'll move on to some other stuff, shall we? Give me a shout if I've not covered enough on Bitcoin there. We can go into more detail, or look, you know, you guys are listening to me chat. Yeah, I am a humble trader. Okay, I'm a humble trader since 2016-ish, full time since 2020. Yes, right in the middle of COVID. Been using this console since, I think it might be 2020 as well. I think the guys launched this in 2019, but I've been using it since 2020. But yeah, I trade full time. I'm a humble trader. You know, I will trade level to level. I don't profess to have a clue about what's going on in the macro, what's going on with Trump. You know, I keep in touch with the news. You have to, don't you? But I'm very much level to level. I know where I want to get in. You know, I know where I want to get in. I know where I want to get out, and I'll wait. You know, I'll wait. So yeah, just quickly then on Bob's question. Basically, we've got the TRDR. If you're unfamiliar with this platform, if you go to the Academy section, okay, I'll go over this quickly. If you go to the Academy section, there's some free stuff in here, yeah? Okay, so the first thing you need to be doing to understand what's going on in your console is actually the order book overlay by DK, yeah? So it goes into the ins and outs of the mastery of what is actually going on there. I'll go back. You've also got CoinCal's risk reward, okay? This is just all free on there. All right. Really, really good. You know, sometimes I'll come back myself and I'll read this maybe once, twice a year, you know, just as a reminder. I think that's always good. Okay, and then we've got the videos there as well. So we've still got Bennett's videos there. Okay, still very relevant to this day, absolutely relevant. And then we've got my playlist there. Okay, so to answer your question about the private Discord, it's basically we do post a lot more trade setups, and then there's a bit more one-on-one help in there if people need it. Okay, so obviously there's a lot of members in the Discord and the Telegram. Often a lot of there can be some confusing chat now and again, can't there? You know, people speculating on levels, which is all great. It's really, really great that everyone shares information and stuff. But the private section of Discord is a little bit more refined. You know, right, this is the level I'm looking at. I'll tell the guys when I'm entering. I'll also tell, you know, like yesterday's long, I posted them my setup. I showed them my entry. You know, screenshot the price I'm entering at. Said, right, you know, try and take profit over 98k. I think we tickled over 98k, then rotated down, took a bit of profit up there. Tell the guys I'm doing that. I think I was up at 4 AM this morning. Perps levels came in a bit more aggressive. Right, I'm taking profit here, and then we'll have a look. Okay, and then basically, yeah, that is part of the course when you purchase the course. So the Art of Data Driven Market Analysis course. Okay, so loads and loads and loads in here. Really, really good. Just full, very, very detailed, all online explanation of what is actually going on. We're going to detail the alerts and a lot more. Absolutely just shitloads in here. So as well as all the TRDR stuff, you know, we've got info about open interest, funding rates, which is, you know, a lot of this you can learn yourself, but we go into a lot of depth with it, I do have to say. So we're really pleased with this. So to answer the question, the private section of Discord was just set up really as a bit of an extra to this. Yeah, it's just set up as a bit of an extra for anyone that wants a little bit of help. So I'm not constantly getting DMs. You know, I'm not constantly getting DMs about, what do you think about this trade? Is Fartcoin going to $25 imminently? Because Jerome Powell is speaking in half an hour, and he might say that hot air rises or some shit like that. You know what I mean? So yeah, so the private Discord's just a little bit of extra. Yeah, Max is in there. Yeah, cheers, Max. Yeah, I post as much as I can for the guys. We mainly focus on entries and stuff. We mainly focus on entry, for me personally, because I think everyone trades slightly different, don't they? An entry can be key. So it's like, right, we're looking at this area. This is where we want to get in. This is like your invalidation, really. And we'll post a lot of trades. We don't take them all. You know, we don't take them all. But the take profit, we'll post that sometimes, but everyone's a little bit different. You know, everyone's a little bit different. So some people might be getting in for a scalp, holding it for, you know, 15 minutes, half an hour. I personally like to hold for a couple of hours to 24 hours or so, maybe not so much longer on derivatives and stuff. So yeah, that's it really. And then obviously people can contact me in there if they need anything. Alexei. Yeah, cheers, Alexei. yeah, just give us a shout. I mean, you DM me anyway. I'll give you, DM me. I'll help you as much as I can. I'm happy to help anyone that needs it. You don't have to, you don't have to just pay for that. We're all here to help each other out. I don't really believe in alpha decay. You'll see from most Twitter feeds and social media, Telegram and Discord, no groups in particular, but you will often see that, there's still people out there that are getting on the wrong side of the trade because they ain't got the data we have. And even people that do have the data that we have will over leverage, over risk. They get in too early, no alpha decay. That's all I'm saying. Right. What we're doing? Bitcoin. Bitcoin. Let's have a look what's going on then. So yeah, we're stuck under this weekly open, okay? Not much bid here, is there, ladies and gents? A little bit of perps bid, but not much. Interesting to see they have got that lower level there. I'd love it if we could get this sooner than later. This is my ultimate goal, to come down here. I think it might be Max, actually. Someone asked me in the private chat earlier as well, 91.5, is that like a, if you go down there, scam down there, is that an ultimate fire and forget trade? Well, no. To be honest, it's a trade we're looking at, It's a trade we're looking at, obviously. But if we go down there, we want to see the data, don't we? Yeah, we want to see strong bid. Okay, we want to see strong bid down there. Do we have bullish volume CVD divergence as well? If we go down there, is open interest absolutely nuked? Has the liquidity been nuked? Is Capo calling for 12k again? Let's 1000x long it on pump fund, So no, and I don't tend to set limit orders myself unless I'm away from desk, and then I will set some kind of limit orders, real low margin, low leverage limit orders, or I do on spot market as well. I like to watch what the price action's doing and then make a what would you call it, informed decision. Okay, because I'm at my desk all day, so I'd rather watch the price action. Maybe we go down there, open interest rising because everyone's trying to long it. Retail longs are still piling in. There's actually not that much bid. Nick was wrong to call 91.5, and we're going a lot lower. That can happen. So we have a plan in mind. We have a plan in mind down here, but I'm not prepared to execute it unless I see the data. Okay. I hope that makes it a little bit clear. Right. So what we're looking at, guys and girls, what we're looking at. Do we need to look at, let's have a look at SOL and ETH. You'll notice the coins I've got an eye on because I tend to put them at the top of my Gucci bags watch list. Right, let's have a look at SOL. Yeah, SOL not looking bad, but not bad actually. I think this entity, have they just moved that 180 to 188? Yeah, I think they have. Let me just put that to an hour. Yeah, look at that. They've looks like they're looking to fill a bit as well. So that entity there, if you're unfamiliar with how the console works, you've got your top levels here, your order blocks. It looks like this entity here at 180 is getting a little bit impatient. Okay, looks like they're trying to defend, and they've just moved price up to 188, which you can see there. So disappears there, up to there, and then you just check your order book changes. If you're looking to see if anything's actually filled, you can check the trades panel. Okay, and you'll see the trades actually filled in that section there. So yeah, they're defending. I think SOL is getting ready. Let's have a look at the divs on SOL then. Let's have a look. Yeah, this could be nice. This could be nice. So this is what you want to see on BTC. Okay, so let's compare the two, yeah, quickly. So look, flat low. I don't like this flat low, so I would prefer to go lower. I'm not prepared to bid SOL here whatsoever, especially when Bitcoin's coming down. I would, and look at this, retail longs as well. Okay, so despite the fact spot bid is coming in, okay, so one thing to be aware of here is spot bids coming in. Okay, I'm on a 15-minute. Let me go to 5-minute. It looks all right, doesn't it? Okay, it looks all right. I need a little bit more confirmation, to be honest, especially with Bitcoin doing Bitcoin things. We haven't got the full recipe just yet. This could come down a little bit more, I do believe. Reason being is the open interest looking good. Okay, this is what you want to see on Bitcoin. Open interest looking good. Retail are just starting to long this now. So for me, I would prefer to come down a little bit further. Okay, I'd prefer to come into that 180 that spot person had. And one thing you have to bear in mind on spot is they can fill and still accept a little bit of a dip still, okay? Because they're only on spot, aren't they? It's no leverage or anything. I would prefer to come down a little bit lower and build some divergences into that demand with this low open interest, okay? And I bet that funding would come down as well, so that'd look really, really good. And let's just compare that now to how Bitcoin looks, okay? So Bitcoin, okay, so again, retail longs here, I'd prefer to come down a bit. We are potentially going to get some volume divs if the whales start to bid in as we come down, but open interest is in the middle. I'd prefer that open interest to come down like it looks on Sol, all right? ETH, let's have a look at ETH then. I know ETH is getting some bid here. Yeah, there you go. That was that ETH break there. So last thing I was saying to the guys that I think some of the altcoin top levels are going to break. I think Max, did I say that to you, Max? I was like, yeah, I think the altcoin levels are going to break. And then I went to bed and chilled out and woke up to this. And yeah, you've got ETF news. I think there was on ETH. Correct me if I'm wrong, but yeah, the ETF news and any kind of news just creates that volatility. For me, it doesn't change. It doesn't offer direction. So maybe ETH was always going to go up here. I don't know. Maybe I'm wrong there. Maybe I'm wrong. You can read that any way you want. But then, you know, obviously we did break up. You got an ETH diamond on that wick and down. Not something I played, to be honest. But what has to be said is ETH is getting some spot bid. It looks okay here. Again, I'd like it a little bit lower. Let's have a look at the volume then. Let's build a picture on the chart. So open interest coming down. Yeah, if we can drag this down a little bit, same thing. Volume all looking a little bit the same, to be honest. So that's drawing the same kind of picture as Sol, isn't it? But yeah, a little bit lower on ETH as well. That'd be good. And again, like last week, you can see ETH has been pretty flat and actually moved up well with Bitcoin, didn't it? Okay, so Sol, let me just go back to Sol. Sol quite sideways yesterday, right? ETH actually moved well. Okay, ETH really moved well. So if you were long in ETH yesterday, if you are still trading the CTO that is ETH, it moved really well. It's moving well because it's actually getting Bitcoin bid as well. Okay, it's getting bid by Bitcoin as well. So the big ETH BTC is not bad as well. Any other exchanges bidding ETH BTC? Coinbase ETH BTC a little bit there. So they sold in a bit there and then they're bidding it back here. Let me see what Perps is doing on ETH. And yeah, Perps 50 ratio on Perps there for USDT Binance, but it's 2.55% away. What does that mean? The nearest bid on Perps is literally 2.55% away. All right, so yeah, that is ETH. Let's have a look what spot doing. Let me go to a 5 minute. I tend to put it on a 15 minute so I can load a little bit more data when I'm viewing it with you guys. But generally I do have it on a 5 minute. Yeah, I mean, this could be okay here. This could be, what's Bitcoin doing? I don't know. I just want lower on BTC, that's all. Which means I'm probably going to get a lower bid on ETH and Sol. Yeah, I'm happy to wait. To be honest. If I miss it, I'll go play some No Man's Sky. But yeah, it's not looking bad. And if you just look at a classic TA chart as well, let's do this quickly then. Let's do this real quickly. ETH, here we go. Okay, lower, drawing those levels again. You do have some real simple chart. I'm really trying to keep a simple chart at the minute. You've got some lower levels here, so 2.520, or at least take this wick space there. Okay, so really auction it down, take that liquidity and rise up. And it might be something similar on Sol as well. Let's have a look at Sol. Yeah, Sol just a little bit lower. Clean this up, take all this liquidity down into that 180 region or somewhere down there, catch a bid, and then rotate back up. That'd be really nice. While I'm here, let me just check what Hype is doing. Can you come down, Hype? Nice one. Thank you very much. If you watched the video earlier, don't be a breakout trader. If you're a breakout trader, I cannot help you in any way, shape or form. If you're trading breakouts, they are such shit risk reward. The win rate on them is terrible. You have to trade the breakout like that so that it comes back, gets support and then goes. If you just buy in this zone, you are literally hoping that it goes up, and it never happens. Video earlier I said, yeah, this is probably going to come back down. Again, it's not my style to just short this because I think it's coming back down, but shared with the guys earlier, if it comes back down, I'll wait. I'll chill out. I'll wait, and I'll wait for this 24 region, and that's it. So keep an eye on that. We don't currently have it on the TRDR console, but it is coming soon, the data for hype, so that'll be really, really good because there's a lot of mind share on that coin, isn't there? So whatever you think of it, it's nice to trade those assets that have got a lot of people trading them because we get more data, don't we? Right, what time are we on? How long have I been talking shit? 45 minutes. Right, drop your questions then. Yeah, Max got stopped out on that ETH short, but you know, it's part of the game. It's part of the game, isn't it? You know, that it's just part of the game. You've got to be a good loser. That is it. You've got to be. You've got to accept it and then go on the hunt again because there is millions of trades out there every single day. Right, I was actually. I'm gonna have to drag it up. I'll tell you another coin that's not looking too bad, but I never really trade it. The Lizard Illuminati coin, XRP, is getting some bid below as well, okay? And it just draws that picture for you, doesn't it? If we can get it that I want ETH a little bit lower, I want SOL a little bit lower, I'd like BTC a little bit lower, and then you start to draw a picture and draw a story and see the bids lower on other assets as well. So quite happy to wait for stuff like that, to be honest. Max said, no, it wasn't. No, not at all. No, it was the right trade. You've got to take those trades. I was shorting BNB earlier, wasn't I? I was shorting BNB here earlier, but as soon as I woke up, mentioned to the guys, I said I'm going to have a little nibble on BNB, but it's been so strong that then I quickly, within about half an hour, I said, right, not sure about this. It's been very, very strong. I think it can pop up and there's a higher level, and that's what we got there. I'm still not going to short BNB. I think this is a fight that I don't want to get involved in. Yeah, you know, you've got to get involved in them trades sometimes. Nothing wrong with it at all. What's Pepe doing? Let's have a look at Pepe. Not a lot. Doge has got some bid lower as well. So again, you're drawing a little bit of a picture here. If we can get it, might not come today. Maybe we float up today a little bit and come back later on in the end of the US session, Asian session again, something like that, or maybe with Trump's tariffs. Yeah, but Doge gathering some bid down there. Tariffs delayed. Oh, really? Okay. Yeah. So yeah, we could float up then actually. What was I going to look at? Oh, Whiff. Whiff was filling some spot bid earlier there. Filled it all. Don't know what it's really doing now. But I think Whiff could be due for a move up. I'll just show you this quickly. Oops. Just pulled my Mac over then, nearly. So Whiff has been downonly.com. I'm just conscious that at some point these kind of charts do tend to roll back up. Again, it would be nice if we get that 5-5 level there, but I think Whiff is due for a move. And it's funny because I was watching Trump earlier, literally about here at 4 AM, and I was thinking, oh, I bet that moves, I bet it pumps up. Went for a coffee, came back, and bang, it had gone. But that's just the way it is sometimes. So yeah, Trump now starting to get a little bit of a market structure change. So worth just keeping an eye on that. BTC 96254. Yeah, I wouldn't get too excited here. I think we've still got a little bit of time. You've actually, that was you squeeze up. You've actually got this point of control here and weekly open and stuff above us. So I won't get overly excited here. I think we've got a bit of time if we don't go and grab that liquidity lower anyway. Right then, let's have a look. What else is going on? Right, give us a shout then, as I say, because I might be missing a few things. If there's anything that I have missed that we need to look at. ACT moved nicely yesterday, didn't it? So we've been watching ACT, actually. This is obviously a very, very messy chart. Let me go to that one there. Okay, so we've been watching ACT closely for a while. All of last week, we were all saying ACT is looking good, and I think a few of the guys were even scalping this from the lows, taking profit up, and then, you know, back down again or whatever. But it was the first time yesterday afternoon, posted this for the guys, that if you weren't in, this was the first point, and this is the an alt diamond. Okay, so Alt Diamond top level, it was the first time it actually got spot bid as well. So really, really good trade there. Again, I woke up this morning, took profit on that around about here. You've got to do it on some of these altcoins. You've got to take profit sometimes, unless you're invested in it in spot, because, geez, you know, the amount of times they just round trip and go to zero. I think we've all seen that, haven't we? Right, what else do we need to look at? BTC's not doing too much, so that's good. What's Stinky Links doing? Stinky Links not doing a lot. Let me have a look at, so Pablo gave us under the other day. Let's have a look at that. So yeah, Pablo gave us under for a short right up here. I think it was up there, wasn't it? Must have been, oh, was it that one? No, it was Tuesday. It was this one, wasn't it? Ah, so you've had double. Was it that one? Yeah, that's Tuesday, isn't it? Yeah, that's Tuesday when we're live. So Pablo was looking at this one. I'm not familiar with this coin itself, so I was saying I don't know if it's going to break that level, but that would have been your risk to take the short on this trade. And obviously it's nice, then it goes flat. Similar looking perps bid to a few of the others like Act and stuff, and you even got a second go there. Just be careful, because I think I wouldn't, if you were shorting this, I probably wouldn't short it a third time. Next time it pops, especially if the rest of the market is moving, it's probably going to move up and onwards and upwards. So might be worth keeping an eye on it. You have got that lower level there for any scam lower, 1.23 on under. That's the zone you want to do business in, really. Then I think, yeah, it probably blast onwards and upwards through those offers. What's everything else doing? Not a lot. Not a lot. Let's go back to auto. I don't know why that clicks off. Sue, yeah, not a lot. TRB pumps well now and again. Trump, yeah, that was that pump earlier. Right, bang, 12% straight away. Order book's not too good on Trump, to be honest. They were. I don't know if sellers have all exited yet, and that's why we're getting this rotation back up, maybe. Certainly good though if you have been holding from higher. Certainly is. Right, what else do we need to look at? Uni's been good, a little bit of a blue chip coin, isn't it? Levels higher on Uni there at 10. Okay, yeah, I think we need to concentrate on the Bitcoin, on the big coins today, don't we? So yeah, Bitcoin, little bit of a push up, just hitting that weekly open and point of control now. Is volume doing anything? Yeah, volume rising a little bit. It's not bad. Volume rising with an open interest, actually. So yeah, not too bad. Could get a little bit of a further push today. Let's have a look. Have we got any alerts in the system that we need to look at in action? Floki, not bothered about that. ETH group spot. Yeah, nice. I still want it lower. I'm happy to wait for higher time frame swing trades or anything like that outside of this range, but yeah, I would like it a little bit lower still. What's Sol doing? It's probably pushing up as well. Yeah, acting nice. Could be in for a couple of rotations up today. Maybe. That would be the case, wouldn't it? After a couple of days, good trading, Nick wants lower and now we don't get it and we just push up. Isn't it always the case? BNB, yeah, back up. BNB, back up. Doge. Everything just seems to want to float up a little bit, doesn't it? Let's see what we get. You basically, it's quite easier for BTC if you're going to get a bit of continuation. So let's summarize. Let's summarize on BTC. If there's no further questions from you guys and girls, just give us a shout if there is. Console questions or not, or if anything I've missed or we need to look at. But look, you've actually got no dynamic spot bid still on BTC coming in. Okay, so we're really well bid there. Good trade up. Your biggest levels on BTC are still here at 92 and 90. So for me, anywhere in there is going to be an absolute gigalong with good data provided as well. Not just let's leave some limit orders in there and go for a beer on a night and let it go because you can get cut through. Okay, but that's my ultimate zone. Now, timing wise, I'm not too sure when that comes, okay? It could be you get another rise up today and then rotate down. Maybe it takes another few days or something, okay? Or maybe this is it. But there's no real big levels right here, right now. Those are your biggest order blocks to the downside. You've got some of those on Coinbase Pro as well. And then it also seems like perps are getting ready in these levels as well. They are just defending price today at 95. bid is not as aggressive as it was back there, though, is it? So yeah, it wouldn't surprise me to still come down. And then perps, they've still got this entity here defending 100k. Now you're probably not going to get there all in one clip, to be honest. So right here, right now, we need a little bit more data. I'm not prepared to trade in this zone here, so I need an extension out, and then I might apply a bit of a short, okay? Or I want down in that zone, and we go along, and that's it. But I want these extremes, you know? I want these extreme, I want that volatility. The only time really to dive in when price is lingering is occasions like that. But really, you know, you want that I'm on a 5-minute bloody chart there, right? You want the volatility. You want the volatility to enter your charts to give you best risk reward, okay? Short, long, and that's it, okay? Yeah, not prepared to trade in these, what I call middle zones. Deviate out, then we'll do business, or deviate down, and then we'll do business. If you find yourself caught in these middle zones, you can really get chopped up. So to be honest, I mean, all you need to do, I'm going to have to leave them drawings on, aren't I? Just all you do is just so simple. Just look left, you know, even not looking at the data here. Just have a look at where you are on the chart. Have a look left, say, I'm not going to do business in here unless something really shows me, like it did on Tuesday, the selling's aggressive. But have a look left on the chart. Okay, yeah, not a lot to see here really, is there? Okay, so yeah, we'll call it a day there. Looking for deviations out of this little zone. We've looked at SOL. We've got some bid lower on SOL. We've looked at ETH. We've got some nice bid lower on ETH as well, but just need a little bit more confirmation from BTC. And this lower liquidity zone, if we can get it in the next few days, for me personally, is going to be the ultimate. Okay, if we don't come down to that zone, okay, and the bid starts to get dynamic, so what you want to see on the TRDR console is, right, okay, price is just hanging around here. Yeah, if we're going to get this rounded bottom off this Adam and Eve pattern, you want that bid to come up. So you want those levels to start coming up, and you want the aggressive bid to start bidding it up. Then that's going to be more of a clue to get a bit more risk on, I would say. But right here, right now, we kind of haven't got that. So you're kind of stuck in the middle, okay? That's what I'm looking for if I'm going to get more risk on immediately in the next, 24, 48 hours. But what I would say is, if you're very patient, and you're into trading absolute scams because China's brought out some new AI, which has got nothing to do with anything, and that was all blown over quickly, wasn't it? Or Trump brings out a tariff on orange juice or some shit that, again, has got nothing to do with Bitcoin, and we get a scam lower into these lower liquidity blocks. That's really going to be one. I think that'll be really good to trade. All right, guys. So look, I'll be around in the socials. Try not to get chopped up in these middle areas. Be patient. 75%, 80% of the time, you should be sitting on your hands, just planning these trades and waiting for these zones to come in, and then you attack like a sniper, don't you? So yeah, a little bit lower if we can get it. All around, usual recipe. Okay. Bullish volume divergences, drop the open interest, gather that bid, get some alerts, then have a look at the chart. Don't be an alert trader, but let them guide you into the price action, okay? So yeah, any more questions? If you talk a bit more about the alerts, yeah, we can go over it really quickly. Yo, what's up, swaps? Cheers, mate. So the alerts are based on various things. So you have ratio alerts. So they give us, they alert us, okay? So you can get pop-ups on screen. These come to your Telegram, your Discord, webhooks, okay, your email or whatever. And then they pop on the screen like this, okay? So alerts, log, overlay, yep, there. And then basically this is, these are all my alerts. And then basically there's various things in here. Some of them are based on order book ratios, so we look at imbalance from buyers to sellers, and we have alerts based on those. Some of them involve the top levels as well, okay, so they will tell us when we are 1% or 2% close to one of these order blocks, okay, and then it will also tell you that there's bid or ask on those levels, okay. And then we also have crazy shit like let me go to it. Crazy stuff like from the squeeze the other week. Where is it? Which is my, I can't believe that. Oh, I need to be on perps, that's why. I need to be on perps. And that is me drawing. Let me go to perps. I have stuff like this as well, where basically it's telling me it's a liquidity RSI metric alert, and it's telling me that open interest is super, super high. Okay, so maybe potentially volatility coming in, people coming out of trades or whatever, so caution needed. You know, obviously within 24 hours or so, we got the top at 110 there. Okay, and there was actually a BTC Diamond at the top there as well, so caution needed. Final push up, okay, so scam down, final push up, real volatility, okay, and then we rotate it down. That one there was telling me that the order books had been wiped and the open interest was really low, so the little rocket symbol was saying, you know, squeeze potential, as I would call it, and we absolutely squeezed up. Okay, so yeah, loads of that was your 110. Okay, a lot of the guys caught that in the socials. I think we were live at the time as well. Posted that on Discord, big fat top level at 110, loads of alerts. See all the alerts at the top here. They're not alerts to say enter right now. The alert should be to, you know, so you're getting them at the bottom and you're getting them at the top. Nice and easy, okay? It should be an alert to say, go and have a look at the chart. Something's going on. You might wanna bid this, okay? Or you might want to take profit, or you might want to short it. But that is the alert system, and there's loads out there. So they're all in the sharing in the socials, and people, you know, will design their own. You can add metrics to these, but yeah, we have them on obviously Sol, all the altcoins as well. So Sol's been really good lately. So Sol Diamond short alert there. Sol double. I think we had spot selling and something else there as well. Appreciate you had bid alerts here, but the market was every single market was getting destroyed then, wasn't it? Okay, and yeah, Sol's been quite good. Sol's been quite good, and then as you can see, ETH as well. ETH shorts have been great. So market destroyed, fine, up. We rebound back up, destroy any remaining bears, and then short there, short there. That was one of the best ones I've seen recently. Short there, that's an alert. Okay, and then take profit or bid if you're that way inclined, if you play it both ways. Group spot bid alert there. Alerts all at the bottom. Wicks here on Sol up. We did get some alerts there. Okay, so this was one that last night we were considering, that me and Max were discussing. We were considering a short on ETH there, but some coins were still pushing up, and that's when I said that I think some of these levels are going to break. Went up, really took all that liquidity. Spot alt alert there, and then what we call the Fauci alert as well, and down. And then you can just see here you're hitting some group spot bid there as well. So yeah, hope that helps a bit. There's loads out there. There's absolutely loads out there. Right, what's Bitcoin doing? Is it coming back down? Chopping a little bit, isn't it? Right, so let's call it a day. If there's any questions you forgot, we'll be around in the socials if you need us. Always around to help, Bob. If you need anything, just send us a message. We can always help. But if you need some further education, the online course is there. You know, it's a one-off payment. It's full online course, new 1 hour 24-minute video as well. And then yeah, private Discord. As I say, the private Discord is a little extra. Okay, it's just a bit of an extra for anyone that needs anything. We've got that there as well. All right, guys. So I think we're in for a good week. Certainly, if I'm seeing any alpha, I will try and post it as quick as possible in the socials, and tweet it out and stuff like that. After I've got my entry, of course. All right, guys. But yeah, if I see anything, I'll certainly share it. No alpha decay in here. All right, guys. We'll speak soon. Cheers.